Today's adventure begins as the recording of this Wednesday, August 20th, 2025. Late last night, yesterday afternoon, checked into the Knott's Hotel right next to Knott's Berry Farm, and then attended an after-hours event called Nightmares Revealed, which I did yesterday. But today, checking out of here, I'm going to be heading over into Anaheim, staying on Harbor Boulevard, checking in another hotel. We're spending the evening over at the Tropicana Inn and Suites, which is a place I always like to stay. But first, I'm going to kind of wander around the outskirts of Knott's Berry Farm, grab myself a Starbucks coffee, piping hot caffeinated beverage, and then at some point, probably in the next hour or so, check out of here and head from Buena Park, California in SoCal down to Anaheim. Still a couple more days in SoCal before heading out, but I'm on the home stretch. Welcome, everyone. Adam the Woo here. I'm wearing an appropriate t-shirt that I purchased at the Scary Farm announcement shindig that happened last night. The zoo, which is going to be one of the new mazes. A month off till Scary Farm opens, but it's nice to have that little teaser, that little taste. Gotta go grab a little caffeine, walk around a little bit, might cross over to another Knott's property, non-theme park property that anyone can access and walk around over in, and just have ourselves a day. My buddy Kevin is still up in the hotel room. He's with me as well. He's going to be, going from here down to Anaheim as well. We have some stuff planned in the OC today and tomorrow, and then shortly after that, probably start making our cross-country commute back to Central Florida for the rest of the month. Join me. Let's have ourselves a day. Oh. Dropping in. Join me, shall you? And for those that have been asking and wondering, Kevin has a channel called Kevin Heimbach. He does a lot of HHN, Universal stuff. Quick little search, you'll be able to find his channel. So for those inquiring, Kevin Heimbach. I love that you can just walk right underneath Ghost Rider. Under the bowels, the nether regions of a classic Southern California wooden coaster. I'm not going to go in the park, but I am going to walk over to the gift shop, Virginia's gift shop, and then tucked away over here at the exit is a coffee shop. A coffee achieved. I kind of wish they did. I've said this before. I'm going to reiterate. I'm going to say something I've said almost every time I'm here. I wish they would come out with one of the Starbucks mugs, the You Are Here or the You Were There type of series for Knott's Berry Farm. Now, it's kind of wild because I was saying that at Warner Brothers for many, many years, and about a year ago, as luck would have it, Warner Brothers came out with a mug like that, but for some reason, Knott's does not have one. The Disney parks have them, Universal has them, Warner Brothers have them, but there is not a Starbucks mug yet. An actual collectible, You Are Here, You Were There, whatever they call them now. The You Were series is not to Knott's yet, but if they have one, I'll buy one. For now, piping hot caffeinated beverage. I've said that a couple times already. I need caffeine. Yes, some boysenberry goodness. And I did something for the first time a little bit earlier, and I used boysenberry body wash, and I used boysenberry shampoo and conditioner. I'll show it when I get back to the hotel, but that's what they have in the shower. Everything is boysenberry here. Everything is boysenberry and Scary Farm. That's like the two things. And Ghost Town Alive. There's more than that, but they're known for their boysenberry. Right here. And Snoopy and Charlie Brown. Dirt happens. This is a cute shirt. Listen. People screaming over on Ghost Rider. So I walked across the road. Well, underneath the road, actually, there's a tunnel that leads over to this property also. First meetup I ever did, I think it was 2013, maybe 14, 2013. A recreation of Independence Hall I think maybe 20 people showed up. Kind of announced it a couple days before and did a little meetup right here. I was just like blown away that people who watch my videos showed up to say hi. I started the intro to my video right up there in that balcony. It was unedited. Walked down, said hi to everyone. That was 12 years ago. Time has flown. There's the Liberty Bell. Recreation of Liberty Bell right there. This is so cool. Look at this. A lot of people don't realize this is over here. You can just walk right in. Take a look. Right there. Just like in Philadelphia. Not sure if this one has the crack in it though. Oh yeah, it does. Look, right there. Some antiques. Here's a 17th century Italian harpsichord. Right there. Yeah, just open, you walk in, no admission. Oh, is that a McGuffey reader? Maybe. There we go, we got some wax figures over here. Betsy Ross and George Washington. Betsy, of course, responsible for making the flag. Right there. Signing of the Declaration of Independence. Just really great history here. On Knott's property. Not part of the theme park. Nice, had a really good conversation with a couple of team members from Knott's in there. They were saying this is open every day from I think 10 to 5, 10 to 4. They're open every day, including weekends. They also said when the rare occasion that there is a storm or a downpour and a rainy day, they will not be open. They're not open in the rain. They said sometimes, I didn't realize this, sometimes Knott's on a stormy day will close or not open. A lot different than Florida. Disneyland, I think, will stay, Disneyland will stay open in the rain, but a lot of the outdoor attractions will close. But I guess at Knott's, very rarely does it downpour in Buena Park or Anaheim. But when it does, it kind of changes things around a little bit. Unlike Florida, which it rains every day, especially in the summer. Fun facts. This is what I was referring to as the underground tunnel that goes under the street. I believe that's Beach Boulevard there. And you walk underneath, which is really convenient because you don't have to worry about traffic stopping and all that. And you just walk from one of the parking lots from Independence Hall over to the parks and back to the hotel. The short commute back to the hotel here, the Knott's Hotel. It's kind of like a little hidden gem, a diamond in the rough, if you will. Really not a bad price. I think it was like $150 a night. Give or take a little bit, but not too expensive. Maybe between $150 and $160. And it's so close to the park, and then rooms are really nice since they refurbed it. I mean, really, you could stay here. If I hadn't already booked the one on Harbor, we could have just Ubered down to the Disney parks and stuff over the next day or two. But checking out of here, going to Anaheim. I always reference The Shining when I'm in hotel. Always. They revamped this a few years ago. with us, Danny. Forever and ever and ever. Look at this old photo, classic. That's great. Inside Knott's ghost town. You know, I just got back to the room. I didn't even realize. Kevin was like, dude, they wrote your name on the cup. I didn't even realize it. This is our view from the window too. You can't open this up anymore and go out on the ledge, but there's a little ledge here, a courtyard. This is how close to Ghost Rider we are. All right, I had to show this. Inside the echoey bathroom here. Body wash, boysenberry and vanilla. Conditioner and shampoo, both boysenberry and vanilla flavored. Well, not flavored, you don't taste it, but you smell it. And it comes out. Let's see here. Let's see, that's the conditioner, shampoo. Look at that. Boysenberry flavored. Not gonna be the greatest room tour simply because we were in here last night. We've already slept in the beds, utilized the bathrooms. Got the little plates here with the boysenberries on it, a little boysenberry pie. Knott's Berry Place there on that one. This is the view. Traditional old school style, motel style air conditioning there. Nice and cozy. Heading out. Like they're working on the roof up there. Yep. Fixing something. Alright, all checked in. Showing the lobby here with some of the... This is a picture of the old lobby before they revamped it. A little bit of history. Disneyland ticket back when Disneyland was $5.50. Main gate admission $5.50. Kind of a mellow day in here. And we're able to check in early. Getting an early check-in, which we've been pretty lucky with getting early check-ins. We checked into Universal Hilton early, and now we're able to check into Tropicana a little early. This is the close proximity to the parks. Monorail beam right there. Bus going by. Got a little gift shop here if you need to get any snacks, beverages, coffee. Cove on Harbor Market and Cafe. There's an elevator, but there's only 2 floors. Well, actually, there's 3 floors. And then right over there in that little cubby hole is a washer and dryer. I've never stayed in these rooms. Maybe one day. Maybe I'll stay with a little balcony view one day, but usually I just stay in the normal room. 12:30, just a half-hour afternoon, we were able to check in. A check-in is usually not till 3 or 4, so we're two for two, right, on the early check-ins.
Oh yeah.
Well, we checked in Knott's for one day. I think we got there a little later, so that wouldn't have mattered. But we're 2 for 2 on the noon check-ins on places that we should have checked in until 4. Ah, yes, I know this place all too well. Stayed here many times. Not in this exact room, but I've stayed in this hotel many times. Getting the air kicking on. It's a little warm today. Same style of old motel style there of the AC, nice little chair, some palm trees, 2 beds, one for each of us. Lights now on. That would have helped if I would turn that on, but there we go. Yeah, it's just kind of an old motel. It's been here for many, many years that they fixed up, revamped, made it all nice. Little bath bar here. Woodbury and Company. Nothing too fancy. Kind of little humble, cute accommodations. in very close proximity to the Disneyland Resort. Now, I've never measured it feet-wise, but I would say it's closer here to walk to the Esplanade than it would be the Disneyland Hotel. A little coffee there, coffee creamer. Safe to say that's where you put your money. Let's see if there's a Gideon's in here. Nope. About over there in that one. Oh, no Gideon's. Gideon's fail. A microwave, fridge, a couple of drawers, a TV right up top there. Of course, beds. And just a very short hop, skip, or jump if you so choose over to the Walt's Original Magic Kingdom, which I'm probably going to go over to Downtown Disney at some point. I think they put their Halloween merchandise out since the last time I was here. All right, relax a little bit at the room. Now I think I'm going to walk over to Downtown Disney, to World of Disney, check out some merchandise, see what's happening over on property. So close, so close. A little bit later this evening, we're gonna go over to Garden Walk, which is the little outdoor mall area, which isn't too far from here. It's on the next street corner and then up. And you'll see the new movie Weapons, which we've heard a lot of good things about. So I'm gonna pop in here first. Maybe an hour or so at Downtown Disney. Not even gonna go in the park. And then a little bit later. It's also a little warm today. A little warm for SoCal, for sure. Not a lot of cloud cover out here, which does not help with the sun gleaming down upon you. I was kind of hoping that the monorail would come by, but no luck. No way of knowing when the monorail will zip by. All right, no luck on the monorail. Going in. I'm now on Disneyland property. Now this, however, I have not seen. I really like this. It's like Vampire Mickey right here with the trick-or-treat little pumpkin there and all those little delicious treats inside of the pumpkin itself. I like that. And I think this might be the best part of it. You can go around the backside, not the backside of water, but the backside of Vampire Mickey. That is this is very tempting. I haven't seen this at Disney World, but I like this a lot, the backside. And I did, in fact, end up getting what I just showed, the Mickey, back and forth Mickey, the front and back on the Vampire Mickey. I ended up getting 436, it's 93 degrees. But there's like, man, it's showing cloud cover here, but there's no cloud cover. You call it a haze, possibly. I mean, is that cloud cover? I guess it'd be more like a haze. I'm tempted to just get in the pool. Problem is, the pool, no shade at the pool. Definitely not a hot tub day. Maybe later tonight, maybe. Yeah, maybe later tonight when the sun's down. Difference between Florida and California. In Florida, when the sun goes down, it's still ridiculously hot. Vegas, when we were there, ridiculously hot even when the sun goes down. But SoCal, you kind of get to quite a bit more coolness when the sun goes down. So that's the difference. Just as I suspected, not a soul in the pool. Well, there's souls in the pool, but there's no souls in the hot tub. Why would there be? It's scorching. And I will not be able to hit the hot tub later because we're going to the movie at 7:30. So the movie will probably start at 8. 2-hour movie. Going to see Weapons. It'll be over around 10. So, oh, construction update. Look over here, Avengers Campus. There's the crane. Guardians drop ride, used to be Hollywood Tower. Walking over to the Anaheim Hotel, where I've stayed many times. Gonna get Pizza Press, and then after that, I'll walk down to Garden Walk, which is behind it, and go see a movie. Weapons. Yeah, there's those clouds, like kind of streaky clouds. Almost looks like a ghost of sorts. Maybe that's the cloud saying it's almost haunt season. Yeah, Pizza Press over here. It's interesting, every time I stay on harbor, well, not every time, but a majority of the times, I will go to Pizza Press. However, there's one right across from where I live in Celebration, right across 192. Very close proximity to Celebration, and I never eat at that one. I've only eaten there once. This one I've probably eaten at 25 times. It's just every time I stay on harbor, I get like a hankering and a hunger for Pizza Press. It's like winning Anaheim kind of moment. Okay, my pizza is going through. I did a build your own. You can add all these different items through here. You got the roofing. Over here you got the, start off with the editorial, and then they just load up whatever you want on our pizza pies. $17.45 for a build your own. The size of a pizza, about that big. It goes through this oven very slowly, known as the Pizza Press, and then it's published, and it dumps out on the other side, right over here through this rack. Get any additional things as well. Yeah, quick and easy, build your own type of thing. I think that might be mine starting to peek its head out very, very slowly. See the marks there from the, look at that. That's the thing of beauty. That thing definitely is fully cooked. Right there. It takes probably 5 minutes to completely roll through the oven. It's like being burnt out of the heat right there. I think Kevin just got a standard pepperoni. What are you getting on yours, honey? A little hot honey on there. A little hot honey. I love artichoke hearts. Artichoke hearts, garlic, onions, a little bit of everything. I'm a big supreme guy, but here I always go with the extra garlic hearts. Yeah, it's weird. I think maybe it should say when I'm on harbor I could walk to this. Or in Celebration I might take the golf cart over or drive over. I have a soda machine. Also, look at this, I got some pink flamingos up here. But I think instead of getting a soda, sometimes I like to get like the dragon fruit right there. Berry patch and dragon fruit. They also have mango. Maybe I'll go with the strawberry dragon fruit. I had a dragon refresher earlier. This is dragon fruit, pomegranate, and strawberry mixed. Go in on that. Usually I get it to go when I go back to the hotel. But because Kevin and I are here, we're heading over to the movie. We're not going back to the hotel. We're going to grab a seat right over here at the Pizza Press. There's the press right there. Instead of making newspapers, though, they're making pizza pies. Publish your own right there. This is what we're dealing with the, got a little side of ranch. Oh, you got to do the unveiling?
We got a little double dough, okay. A little hot honey pepperoni, and then you got the guava ace cider.
Okay. So what you can order, you can get double dough. You can double up on the breading. Okay. Very nice. I got more like a thin sliced over here. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. When in Anaheim and you're on harbor, I recommend this place. It's like pretty fast. There's hardly ever a massive line in here, and the pizza's good. I love pizza though. I'm a big pizza guy. And sliced, warm, fresh, and ready to rock. The cheese pull, too hot for the cheese pull. Too hot. It's all coming off.
The burn pool. That's what it is.
What's it called?
It's like, instead of a cheese pull, it's a burn pool because it's so
burn
hot.
I'm getting a ham pull. Pulling a hammy. If you wanted to park over here and not in the Disneyland parking structure, and you didn't have a hotel on harbor, you wanted to be this close to just walk across, you pay $35 here. It used to be a lot cheaper. I think it was like 15 bucks at one time. Then it was like 20, 25, now it's 35. Which, if you're paying that much to park in the Mickey and Friends parking, I'd rather park here for 35. Way closer.
Well, after you post the video, it's going to go up to 40. Because then everybody's going to be coming to the parking lot.
Ah, true. Next week it might be 40. And the pool at the Anaheim Hotel is right behind that little hedge. Stayed here quite a few times. I don't remember these being here. That's like a prehistoric creature of some sort. Oh, get out of the way. I haven't been to Garden Walk in a while. There's a mammoth. Pterodactyl right here. Triceratops. Man, it's like a parade rolling through here now, not only of cars, but of animals. Some zebras. Kevin and I were just discussing why Disney does not purchase the Garden Walk. Because Garden Walk's not really thriving anymore. Because you got Toy Story parking way over there past Garden Walk, which they own. Then you have this entire spot that's not owned by Disneyland. And then you got employee parking over there that's owned. So if for some reason they ever got their hands on this, that's a massive footprint. That could be a third gate. Almost a year ago. Well, not quite. I think it was early September. So coming to be close to be a year. I did the Run Disney Halloween event last year. Started right here. This is where we were. This was my buddy the Tim Tracker. We were running this way. Went right through here. We were corralled and then went that way. This is where the starting point was. We got our lanyards and everything over there. There it is, the AMC, right there. Just a little short distance from where we're staying. It'll be dark when we get out of the movie. Was that the movie theater up there? I've never been to a movie here. This is known as the STC Garden Walk. House of Blues is over here. It used to be at Downtown Disney, where Splitsville is now. That's House of Blues up there. Never been to a show at House of Blues here in Anaheim. There's a concert at House of Blues tonight. Not sure who's playing in there, but there's some people up there. But yeah, the Carnival at Grasslands, it's going to be a future reimagined VR type of thing that stretches all the way down there. This is where I was thinking of. This has been here for a long time. The new company that's going to be taking this over is going to be called Eulogy Collective. They used to not have a gate here, and you could get a photo here in the grass with this ghoul, but now they put this like gate around it so you can't get the photo op anymore. There's also one right up here. I guess you could do a photo op where it acts like she's like grabbing your head or something. Much with the exception of people going to the movie and to the concert, most people are parking over at Toy Story parking and just walking from here to Disneyland. That seems to be kind of what most people are doing. Ah, yes. The Orange County crows at the night. Those things, they flock around downtown Disney around this hour. I wonder when the last time this concierge booth was opened. When was the last time you think this concierge booth was open?
Probably the same time the 192 one was open, selling tickets.
Yeah, this is pretty nice. This is what I was just talking about, the crows kind of flying over. This would be really kind of a beautiful, like pre-sunset, like dusk, like early dusk, like late dusk, pre-sunset, crows flying over, a true Hitchcock would be proud moment, flying over Orange County, all the different crows going over City Walk, going somewhere, maybe over to downtown Disney, I don't know, but seeing the crows, and now getting ready to go into the AMC, getting ready to watch Weapons. It's the same director from Barbarian. At first I thought it was going to be a sequel to Barbarian, but evidently has nothing to do with Barbarian. But I did like Barbarian. It was very interesting, creepy film. So, but I've heard this one is getting better reviews, and people are kind of ranting and raving about this being such a great movie. So excited to see it. All right, just got out of the movie. It was very interesting. So, the first 3/4 of the movie kind of go back and forth, showing. I don't get too many spoilers, but showing things from different perspective of different characters. One thing I thought was really interesting is the main villain, the lady who's the main villain. You've probably seen photos of her and things like that without giving too many spoilers. She was Kevin Costner's wife in Field of Dreams, and I didn't realize it till the very, very end. Well, by about halfway through, there was a scene that it kind of hit me on who she was. Amy Madigan is her name. I love Field of Dreams, so it was weird seeing her like in a horror film. But of the two movies, that I can recall seeing from that director, I would say Barbarian is probably the favorite. It's more of a straight up horror film. This is kind of more of like a mystery, and then it kind of gets horror and slasher and scary-ish and monstrous at the end. But I think of the two, I think I prefer Barbarian. But see it yourself, make your own decision. Glad I saw it. Don't know if I'd see it a second time. Barbarian I would definitely watch again. I've seen it a couple times. I don't know if I'd watch that one again, but maybe one day. Maybe when it's on streaming I'll watch it again. Also, if you would have told me Jordan Peele had directed that film, I would have probably gone into it thinking that Jordan Peele directed it. It kind of reminded me of a not as good Jordan Peele film. I'm not saying it was bad, but I don't think it lived up to the hype everyone was saying how good it was. Anyway, that's my review. Back at the hotel. Now I feel like I'm gonna go on I don't want to say a deep dive, but I probably gotta go on a slightly, moderately half deep dive on the backstory of the main character, Witch Lady from Field of Dreams. I'm just gonna call her Field of Dreams Lady. Did you ever see Field of Dreams?
Oh, great movie.
Yeah.
This movie? Yeah, it's like
you were waiting to give your opinion.
Yeah, it's a Timu Jordan Peele film. Cinematography, beautiful, right? The way they move the camera is wonderful.
Yeah.
I was bored. It's kind of a clunky mess.
Yeah.
Half of it could have been cut out. And sure, there's some artsy-fartsy, deeper meaning to it, but like, there was this spookiness. It's kind of missing it. Like,
It wasn't a horror film.
Everybody was like, "It's the best movie ever." No,
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great.
it's like, okay,
It's not a game changer.
Netflix, I can't. I don't want to watch that. Don't want to watch that. Let's watch this. And you make it halfway through.
You know
you
what
fall
is
asleep.
exciting though, Kevin? The monorail. There you go. There goes the monorail. Go watch the movie and make your own decision. It's not bad, but it's not gonna live on in infamy as one of the greatest films ever made. All right, that's gonna do it for today. Very echoey under here. Very echoey. Now it's not. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video, the vlog. Go watch Field of Dreams. Naruto run. The vlog is over. Also the movie we just saw.